Success International Language Services.
I will do, I'm doing, I'm going to do. All of these are possibilities for the future, but which one is the right one? Today's video will explain this in great detail to you and help you speak future like a native. Hi everybody, this is Michael again at Success. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about simple future verb tenses. And I've noticed that in my years of teaching English to people from around the world, that the tendency is that people try to use, foreign students try to use the word will all the time for future. Always will. I will go, I will study, I will. Okay, it's not so simple as that. We do use will sometimes, but not all the time. I'd like to explain the difference of using simple future forms in different situations. Okay, we have the verb form present continuous. I am going, you are going to do something. Okay? So we can use going to also as the future. I'm going to the beach now is present continuous. We can use the same present continuous form as future. We understand it to be future by the context. If I say the word tomorrow or next week or after class, I understand that we're using this as the future. Now, be going to do something, conjugate the verb to be. I am going to do something, he is going to do something, we are going to do something, you are going to do something, is understood to be future if you put it in the future, and we understand that this is a personal plan. Easy to change. Easy to change. Example. After class today, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. It's a personal plan. We know it's future because I said after class today. It's a personal plan of mine that is very easy for me to change. If I want to change my plan, it's very easy. There are not really other people involved. It's my personal plan. Another example. After I finish my video today, I'm going to drink a glass of water. If I decide not to drink the glass of water, no problem. It's my personal plan, easy to change. But we also have another form where we use the verb ing, not with going to talk about plans which are more difficult to change. You can change them, but they're more difficult to change because it involves another person or people. Example. I told you the first example, I'm going to have a cup of coffee after class. Just me. But what if I call my friend and say, hey, friend, let's have a cup of coffee at Starbucks after work today. And he says, oh, okay, good idea. Let's have a cup of coffee after work today. I'll meet you at Starbucks. Okay? Now, it's not a simple plan for me to change. So I'm not going to say going to have a cup of coffee. I'm going to say after work I'm having a cup of coffee or I'm drinking a cup of coffee. The verb in ing, but no going to. Because yes, I can change the plan. I can decide not to go to Starbucks to meet my friend, but I have to call my friend and say, oh, sorry, I can't go to the Starbucks today. I have a problem to resolve at work. I have to call him and tell him I'm not going because he expects me to be there. This is an arrangement. It's a program with another person involved. So, to compare, personal plan. After class, I'm going to have a cup of coffee with my friend. Oh, after class, I'm having or I'm drinking a cup of coffee with Joe at Starbucks. Joe expects me to be there. We arranged this. It's a program between us. Okay? You can also use this for traveling, even if you're traveling alone. Because you may say, well, but I'm traveling alone, there are no people involved. But yes, there are people involved directly or indirectly, and you have to make plans with these people. For example, even if I'm traveling alone next week, I have to book a ticket, I have to reserve a room at the hotel, I have to tell my girlfriend I'm traveling, I have to ask permission from my boss. Even if I'm traveling alone, it's an arrangement. There are people who need to be informed of this. It's more difficult to change. If I decide not to go on my trip alone, I have to cancel my hotel reservation. I have to cancel my room that I booked, or my car that I reserved, or my ticket. Okay? Number 3 ways to use simple future are present simple as future. And this is for things that schedules that we do not control. You don't control when the bank opens tomorrow. Tomorrow's the future. We're using present simple, but as future because I said the word tomorrow. You don't change when your flight leaves for Shanghai. You can't change that. The airline said, this is the time that the flight leaves tomorrow. Do you want this reservation or not? You can't change it. You can accept it or not, but you cannot change it. You cannot change what time a film begins or what time a movie ends at the cinema. You cannot change what time a movie starts, a meeting starts or a meeting finishes if you're not the boss. So these kinds of schedules, bus schedules, bank schedules, working hours, flights, things like that we do not control, we use present simple. Example. She works tomorrow, or she's working tomorrow. Either one's okay. We can say she works at 5 o'clock tomorrow, okay? Because 5 o'clock tomorrow is a schedule that she does not control. Her boss controls that. Or, I don't give you a time, I just say, oh, she's working tomorrow. Because it's an arrangement with the boss. Either way works. One, because if it's a schedule she doesn't control, she works tomorrow. One, because it's an arrangement with the boss. The boss expects her to work tomorrow, so we can also say she's working tomorrow. Yeah? Okay. And finally, we have will. The one that people like to use a lot, but really it's only for one situation. We use will plus verb to talk about the future when we make a reaction to something. When we make a very quick choice or decision, we use will as a reaction. Example, at a restaurant. Let's see. This woman is looking at the menu, okay? She is reacting to what she sees on the menu that she thinks is interesting. She sees something interesting and she makes a decision. She says, oh, you have lobster. I'll have the lobster. She reacted to that. This was not her plan before she went to the restaurant. This is her first time in the restaurant, or she doesn't know the menu very well. She opened the menu, she saw the price of the lobster, she saw the picture of the lobster, she felt like she wanted to have the lobster, so she reacted to that and she said, waitress, I'll have the lobster, please. Or Frank, he says to the waiter, I'll have another glass of wine. And the waiter brings him a glass of wine. Okay? Or you see somebody with a big box. Somebody's carrying a box, and you see this, and you say, oh, wait. Let me help you. I'll open the door for you. So you reacted. You saw this person with a big box. You were standing by the door. You saw the person probably cannot open the door because he's carrying a big box, and you reacted to that. You made a quick plan for the future. Oh, I'll open the door for you. Okay? Now, this reaction could be for a long time in the future. For example, you have a plan. It's a general plan in your mind. You did not book the flight, and nothing is official, but you have this idea in your head. So we're going to use going to, right? A friend asks you, "Oh, so where are you traveling next year?" Now the person asked you traveling, believing that you have a arranged plan, but you don't, not yet. So you answer with going to, because you can still change this. You did not buy any ticket yet. It's just an idea. You say, "Oh, I think I'm going to Namibia next year with my friends." And your friend says, "Oh, Namibia? No, don't you know there's some problems in Namibia? You shouldn't go there. It's a bad idea." You say, "Oh, really? Okay. Well, maybe I'll go to China. I will go to China. I'll go to China." You reacted to what your friend said about Namibia, don't go, and you said, "Oh, okay, well, maybe I'll go to Shanghai, to China." You reacted to what your friend said, okay? So it can be a reaction to something a long time in the future. You reacted now, but the plan's for the future, or it can be now. You reacted now, and you did it now. "Oh, let me help you. I'll open the door for you," right? It doesn't matter. It's a reaction. One more, just to finish this here, is that, as I told you, there is a difference between going to and there is a difference between will. But it's possible to use will or going to, either way, to talk about the future, a future prediction. It makes no difference. Example, "I think it will rain tomorrow," or "I think it's going to rain tomorrow." Both are correct. It's a prediction of the future. But if you observe something happening, it's not happening yet, but you believe it's a future event, you can see it beginning, we prefer to use going to. So tomorrow, we can't see the weather tomorrow. Tomorrow it will rain, I think it is going to rain, no difference. But if you're looking at the sky, the clouds are dark, it's not raining yet, but maybe soon, we prefer to use going to. It's going to rain. And then you react, I'll take my umbrella to work. Now that's a reaction. I think it's going to rain, as you can see the dark clouds. I'll take my umbrella to work today. Now that's a reaction. Okay? One more example. Your favorite football team is playing another team, and they're playing them tomorrow. Prediction of the future, will or going to. "Oh, I believe my football team will win this game tomorrow." Or, "I believe my football team is going to win this game tomorrow." No difference. Because it's tomorrow, it's future. But if the game is happening now, it's not finished. You're observing the game, your team is playing very, very well, your team is winning 3-0, and the game is almost finished. You're observing this, and you make a future prediction based on observation. You say, my team's going to win this game. In that case, we prefer going to. I hope this was helpful for you. It seems a little complicated, but with some practice, you will soon understand the difference between the different ways of using simple future. Hope this video was helpful to you. Sorry it was a little bit long, but it's important to discuss these things, and it commonly confuses students. Remember, we have lots of good stuff for you guys there, and see you there. Bye-bye.